Business expansion is a critical step for any business that wants to grow, increase profitability, and remain competitive. It refers to the process of enlarging a company's operations by entering new markets, adding new products or services, expanding its workforce, or investing in new technology. Business expansion is crucial for long-term success, but it requires careful planning and execution to avoid costly mistakes. Expanding a business is important for several reasons. First, it allows a company to reach new markets, increase revenue, and gain a competitive advantage. Second, it provides opportunities for employees to develop new skills and take on new responsibilities, which can boost morale and retention rates. Third, it enables a business to attract new customers and build brand recognition. However, expansion is not without risks. Without proper planning and execution, it can lead to financial instability, operational inefficiencies, and damage to a company's reputation. Therefore, it is essential to understand the do's and don'ts of business expansion. The do's of business expansion include conducting market research, creating a detailed business plan, establishing clear goals and objectives, building a strong team, diversifying the business, and practicing sound financial management. On the other hand, the don'ts of business expansion include rushing into expansion, neglecting existing operations, failing to adapt to changing circumstances, and over-reliance on a single source. By understanding these do's and don'ts, businesses can successfully expand while minimizing risks and maximizing rewards. Do's. A. Research and planning. Conducting market research. Before expanding a business, it is essential to conduct market research to identify potential markets, assess the competition, and understand consumer behavior. 1. This information will help a business develop a successful expansion strategy and minimize the risk of failure. 2. Creating a detailed business plan. A business plan is a blueprint for success that outlines a company's goals, strategies, and financial projections. 2. A detailed business plan is critical for securing funding and investment, communicating the vision to stakeholders, and guiding decision-making. 3. Establishing clear goals and objectives. Clearly defining the goals and objectives of the expansion is crucial for keeping the team aligned and motivated. 3. Setting smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals can help a business track progress and measure success. B. Building a strong team. 1. Hiring the right people. A successful business expansion requires a strong team with diverse skills and experiences. 1. Recruiting the right people who align with the company's values and goals is crucial for building a winning team. 2. Providing proper training and support. Providing training and support for employees is essential for ensuring they have the necessary skills and knowledge to carry out their roles effectively. 2. Investing in employee development can also help retain top talent. 3. Creating a positive work culture. A positive work culture fosters a sense of belonging, encourages collaboration, and promotes creativity and innovation. 3. It is crucial for attracting and retaining talented employees. C. Diversification. 1. Exploring new markets and revenue streams. Diversifying a business by exploring new markets and revenue streams can help reduce risk and increase revenue. 1. This can be achieved by expanding into new geographic regions or developing new products or services. 2. Developing new products or services. Developing new products or services can help a business meet the evolving needs of its customers and stay competitive in the market. 2. This requires investing in research and development and collaborating with experts in the field. 3. Building partnerships and collaborations. Building partnerships and collaborations can help a business access new markets and customers, share resources, and gain valuable insights and expertise. D. Financial management. 1. Proper budgeting and forecasting. Proper budgeting and forecasting can help a business make informed decisions, prioritize investments, and manage cash flow. 1. It is crucial to have accurate financial data and a system in place to monitor and track expenses and revenue. 2. Securing funding and investment. Expanding a business often requires additional funding and investment. 2. Securing funding from banks, investors, or other sources can provide the capital needed to fuel growth. 3. Keeping track of expenses and revenue. Keeping track of expenses and revenue is essential for managing cash flow and making informed decisions. 3. Implementing an accounting system and regularly reviewing financial statements can help a business stay on top of its finances. Don'ts. A. Rushing into expansion. 1. Expanding too quickly without proper planning. Expanding a business without proper planning can lead to costly mistakes and jeopardize the long-term success of the business. 1. It is essential to conduct thorough market research and create a detailed expansion plan to avoid overextending the business and resources. 2. Overextending the business and resources. Expanding a business beyond its capacity can lead to inefficiencies, poor quality, and customer dissatisfaction. 2. It is essential to ensure the business has the resources and infrastructure to support the expansion before moving forward. 3. Ignoring warning signs and red flags. Ignoring warning signs and red flags can lead to disastrous consequences. 3. It is essential to monitor key performance indicators and adjust the expansion plan accordingly to avoid costly mistakes. B. Neglecting existing operations. 1. Focusing solely on expansion and neglecting existing operations. Neglecting existing operations can lead to a decline in quality, customer satisfaction, and revenue. 1. It is essential to maintain a balance between expansion and existing operations to ensure the long-term success of the business. 2. Putting too much pressure on existing resources. Expanding a business can put a strain on existing resources, such as employees, equipment, and finances. 2. It is essential to manage resources carefully to avoid burnout and ensure the business is sustainable. 3. Disrupting existing customer base. Neglecting existing customers can lead to customer churn, negative reviews, and damage to the business's reputation. 3. It is essential to communicate with existing customers and manage their expectations during the expansion process. C. Failing to adapt. 1. Ignoring market trends and changes. Failing to stay up to date with market trends and changes can lead to missed opportunities and lost revenue. 1. It is essential to monitor market trends and adjust the expansion plan accordingly to stay competitive. 2. Refusing to pivot or adapt to changing circumstances. Refusing to pivot or adapt to changing circumstances can lead to stagnation and loss of market share. 2. It is essential to be open to change and adjust the expansion plan as needed to remain relevant. 3. Not innovating or investing in new technologies. Failing to innovate or invest in new technologies can lead to obsolescence and loss of market share. 3. It is essential to embrace innovation and invest in new technologies to stay ahead of the competition. D. Over-reliance on a single source. 1. Relying too heavily on a single product or service. Relying too heavily on a single product or service can make a business vulnerable to market changes and fluctuations. 1. It is essential to diversify the product or service offerings to minimize risk and maximize revenue. 2. Depending on a single supplier or customer. Depending on a single supplier or customer can make a business vulnerable to disruptions and lead to revenue loss. 2. It is essential to diversify suppliers and customers to maintain a stable revenue stream. 3. Putting the business at risk of failure if that source falls through. Over-reliance on a single source can make a business vulnerable to failure if that source falls through. 3. It is essential to have a contingency plan and diversify the business to avoid such risks. In summary, successful business expansion requires careful planning, a strong team, diversification, and proper financial management. On the other hand, rushing into expansion, neglecting existing operations, failing to adapt, and over-reliance on a single source can lead to costly mistakes and jeopardize the long-term success of the business. It is crucial to find the right balance between expansion and existing operations to ensure the long-term success of the business. Maintaining open communication with employees, customers, and stakeholders is also critical during the expansion process. In conclusion, successful business expansion requires a holistic approach that takes into account the business's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. By implementing the dos and avoiding the don'ts, businesses can minimize risks and maximize opportunities for growth and success. It is essential to stay focused, flexible, and committed to the long-term vision of the business to achieve successful expansion.